Taiwan advances to gold medal game in Asian baseball. Taiwan records world's third most powerful wind gust ever. China launches Long March rocket with Spies satellite over Taiwan's ADIZ. Philippine boats breach Chinese Coast Guard blockade in disputed water. Iranian girl in critical condition after alleged encounter over hijab. The largest healthcare strike in U.S. history has begun. India's spies infiltrated the West long before Canada's murder claim. Ukraine Army's Invisibility Cloak, ready for mass production.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It is Friday, October 6th, and here are your top stories. Taiwan's baseball team achieved a historic victory at the Hangzhou Asian Games on the evening of the 5th, defeating the host country China with a score of 4-1, thanks to 15 strikeouts. This win brings them one step closer to the gold medal. Taiwan's team initiated a scoring offensive in the first innings, taking a 2-0 lead over China. In the first half of the 5th innings, Taiwan secured their third run without any hits, as the Chinese pitcher threw a hit-by-pitch. In the 8th innings, a high-flying sacrifice hit helped Taiwan score an additional run.
At the end, Taiwan's team defeated China with a score of 4-1, with 15 strikeouts from 3 pitchers laying the foundation for the victory. Also, due to South Korea's victory over Japan in the afternoon match, Taiwan's team, currently with a 2-win advantage, secured their spot in the Saturday gold medal game. This marks a breakthrough from the previous bronze medal performance. The last time Taiwan's team won the Asian Games baseball gold medal was in the 15th Doha Asian Games in 2006.
A Category 4 cyclone has produced one of the strongest wind gusts ever recorded worldwide and injured almost 200 people as it crossed the southern tip of Taiwan early on Thursday. Typhoon Koinu brought wind gusts of up to 95.2 meters per second or 342.7 kilometers per hour when it crossed Taiwan's outer Lanyu Island on Wednesday night. The Central Weather Administration told The Guardian it was the highest wind gust recorded in Taiwan since the organization was founded in 1986.
The Guardian said the gust appears to be the third strongest recorded globally. In 1996, Western Australia's Barrow Island recorded a 408 km per hour gust, which broke the record set in 1934 when a 372 km per hour gust was recorded in the U.S. on Mount Washington in New Hampshire. Taiwan's Central Weather Administration said the gust destroyed the island's anemometer. Koinu, which means puppy in Japanese, caused waves of up to 7 meters and damaged houses and storefronts along coastal areas.
Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense said Thursday morning a People's Liberation Army Long March rocket carried a spy satellite Yaogan 39 had been detected over Taiwan's air defense identification zone. The MND said the PLA used a Long March launch vehicle based at Shichang Satellite Launch Center in China's Sichuan province. According to China's state-run People's Daily, a Long March 2D carried a Yaogan 39 remote sensing satellite into orbit.
The Eurasian Times cited security analysts as saying the Yaogan series are surveillance satellites equipped with optical and radar payloads intended to boost the Chinese anti-access and area denial (A2AD) capabilities by augmenting the anti-ship ballistic missile system. According to the newspaper, these satellites form a network of electro-optical, imagery intelligence, synthetic aperture radar, and electronic intelligence satellites. Western observers assess that these satellites are for military purposes.
2 Philippine supply boats breached a Chinese Coast Guard blockade in the South China Sea on Wednesday in a recurring confrontation near a disputed shoal. A Philippines government body overseeing the disputed waters said in a statement late Wednesday, despite attempts by a significant number of China Coast Guards and Chinese maritime militia vessels to block, harass, and interfere with the routine rotation and resupply mission, the 2 Philippines boats managed to deliver provisions to the Filipino force at the shoal.
The interagency body said, the Philippines' resupply missions and maintenance of BRP Sierra Madre are part of regular operations in line with domestic and international law and ensures safety and well-being of our station personnel. The Chinese Coast Guard said in a statement Wednesday night that the Philippine vessels entered the waters without permission from the Chinese government. It said it gave a stern warning to the Philippines vessels and monitored them throughout the process.
Two prominent rights activists told Reuters on Wednesday an Iranian teenage girl is in critical condition in the hospital after falling into a coma following what they said was a confrontation with agents in the Tehran metro for violating the hijab law. Armiti Javard's case is highly sensitive, raising concerns the 16-year-old might face the same fate as Masha Amini, a 22-year-old woman whose death in a coma last year in custody of morality police sparked months of nationwide protest.
Iranian Kurdish rights group Henga posted Jerivan's picture unconscious at a Tehran hospital where she was taken after the incident. CCTV footage, shared on Irna, showed Jerivan without mandatory hijab accompanied by two female friends walking toward the train from the metro platform. Upon entering the cabin, one of the girls is seen immediately backing off and reaching for the ground, before another girl is dragged unconscious from the cabin by passengers. An Iranian journalist was briefly arrested on Monday when she went to the hospital to inquire about Jerivan's situation.
Thousands of health workers across the United States began a three-day strike Wednesday against Kaiser Permanente in protest of the nonprofit hospital giant's alleged unfair labor practices, unfair bargaining, inadequate pay, and chronic understaffing, which workers say is causing harm to patients and themselves. The coalition of Kaiser Permanente Union said picket lines will be set up at hundreds of Kaiser hospitals and facilities in California, Colorado, Washington, and other states, with Washington, D.C. also participating.
The coalition of Kaiser Permanente unions represents 75,000 Kaiser workers. The walkout from Wednesday is expected to be the largest healthcare worker strike in American history. The strike began after contract talks between union negotiators and Kaiser stalled Tuesday night without a tentative contract agreement. The company reported net income of about $3.3 billion in the first half of 2023. The previous four-year contract expired at the end of September, and negotiations on a new agreement began in April.
India's external intelligence service is a feared foe in its neighborhood. Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal have all accused it of political meddling and involvement with outlaw groups that have perpetrated acts of violence. Now, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's allegations last month that Indian government agents were involved with the June killing of Sikh separatist leader Hardeep Singh Najjar in the Vancouver suburb has thrust Delhi's Secretive Research and Analysis Wing into the global spotlight.
Canada expelled RA's station chief in the country. According to Reuters, 4 retired and 2 serving Indian security and intelligence officials familiar with RA said the agency was galvanized to play a more assertive international role after the 2008 Mumbai attacks that left 166 people dead. 4 officials said that RA expanded its reach in Western nations gradually after 2008. All 6 officials denied that RA engages in targeted killings, noting that the agency has no mandate for such operations.
New military clothing designed to hide Ukrainian soldiers from Russian thermal imaging optics and cameras is ready for mass production. A member of the developing team has told Newsweek that the group behind the technology is already able to produce 150 full invisible cloaks each month. The team developing the cloak under the Brave One research program organized by the Ukrainian government said on Wednesday that the developers are already working on battlefield upgrades for the anti-thermal imaging device.
Team member Maxim Boryak said the technology was designed with a variety of specialist units in mind, focused on troops that need to operate covertly. Special operations, reconnaissance, sabotage, sapper, and sniper teams are especially suitable, as well as soldiers standing guard at trench observation posts and those conducting patrols at military sites. Boryak said, "The cloak is designed for the slow positioning of a person in the place of dislocation and cannot be used during rapid movement."
The answer for yesterday was C, looming. Her final exams are looming. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of India's spies infiltrated the West. Number 1, accuse, 指控,控告,指责. The surgeon was accused of negligence. Number 2, meddling, 管闲事，横加干预。High-ranking officials said there was no political meddling in the case. Number 3, perpetrated, 犯罪、施暴、做坏事。In this country, half of all violent crime is perpetrated by people who have been drinking alcohol. Next, we have a multiple-choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's it for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune into Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Wade Lee, your host. I'll see you next time.